What day of this trip are we on, by the way?
8 of 30.
Oh no.
Is this seriously?
All right.
Oh my goodness.
So the lights.
We're fine. We're fine.
Everywhere? Well, all I know is this, right?
Some emergency lights come on, but it seems like your fusion core is not powering as it should.
Oh shit.
I think I need to go check the engines.
I'm gonna relay this to both Nathula and
Cross.
Cross. I want to look to Trystan and say, "We'll deal with your active insubordination later. I need you to come with me to the. Well, I need you to go to the engines now. Cut movement if you can, or Nostromo. Can you handle this?
Nostromo can't do
Can
shit.
you handle guiding the ship?
Didn't you cut your voxes?
Yeah,
out?
you said amateur.
Yeah, I turned it off.
Wait, he can. Wait.
I did. I just.
Decline it again.
Yeah.
So, as far as you know, maybe your navigator's dead and you're doomed. But moving on.
Bastard.
So,
do I get the feeling everyone wants to converge on the engine deck? Except for Isabel?
I'm going down too, yeah.
shouldn't you stay at the helmsman?
I was ordered by my captain to go down to the
Oh
engine.
yes, our captain who knows perfectly how to distribute.
And I follow every order unless I don't want to.
Unless I don't want to. Unless a potentially proven at random. Immediately after the captain failed the command check to tell everyone to not kill their friends. Go on.
Okay, what's the level of discord in the gunnery?
The gunnery
It's a good question.
is mostly calm. They're kind of questioning why people are doing this. Like, we're not engaging anyone. Is it a mutiny? Is someone mutinying? But like, normally they have meetings about these things beforehand, so everyone's just confused.
Normally there's a committee. Flyers are.
So I'm gonna round up the men of the gunnery, tell them to arm themselves. Priority 1, you can't not kill anyone if you're being killed. So shoot first, detain later.
I like this.
I'm going to start issuing squads to different parts of the ship emanating out from the gunnery. I want them to secure these locations, keep the gunnery safe. I don't want any insubordinates inside this gun room. I want them to confiscate every weapon they find and return it back here.
You know that means don't have to detain them if they're dead.
Exactly.
So did I just understand we are initiating gun control for the Helmsguard?
Second Amendment of my Imperium.
This is a temporary measure.
Alright.
We'll make this.
Man?
So Nafala is distributing men as she sees fit. So with all of her micromanagement going on, Raver and Trystan, you will arrive at the engine deck first. It's about an hour, give or take, into this whole fiasco. And some parts of the ship have been kind of restored some order, or areas you can tell where people just kind of burn themselves out, butchering each other for the most part. So that's good. Productive.
Kenneth, while this is all going on, can I make some cynicians tests about the state of the warp that we're in right now?
And our general trip.
Okay. I'll do that.
Alright. So, Raver or Trystan, you've arrived at the engine deck, you kind of opened up, and when you kind of just open up the bulkhead a little bit to see what's going on, you can see that the engine deck has devolved in a couple factions at different tiers of the deck, and they're kind of like exchanging volleys of fire between each other, mostly gibbering nonsense. What are you guys doing?
Is anyone speaking an intelligent language that I can understand?
Low Gothic.
It is intelligent, but you can't understand it.
I see. So they're not insane.
I don't know about that one either.
We'll see. I'm gonna Trystan. If you want to restore discipline here, you can. Never, ever go against me in front of the bridge crew again. Down here, It's a different gang. It's a different turf. Up there, we live, and they need to know where we're going and who's in charge.
I apologize, Captain.
Crack some heads.
The moment got away from me.
Fair. Understandable. Evidently, it's gotten away with half the crew. Let's crack some heads. What is the layout of the engine room? Is it like multiple tiers of? All right. So what's the bottom tier look like?
So the bottom tier is the actual floor of the fusion deck,
Right.
fusion core that's generating most of the power. As you can see, people stopped attending, so which is where you can see that the power seems to go on, come off as it's fluctuating. It's not being properly attended to.
But
And-
how many people in this armed gang are there? Down on the bottom level. I just right because they broke into multiple levels.
You can assume at least a few dozen in each group.
All right.
Can
So-
I use my common lore, either tech or machine cult, to see if I can notice anything like obviously wrong with the engine?
Yeah, give me a tech check.
Hold on. So that's a 33. My intelligence is a 43, so it's 1, unless I have negatives.
Nope. There's a flat check. The first thought that comes to your mind with what's going on is that the core might be overheating.
That's good.
Okay.
So,
Obvious.
has anyone noticed that we've come in yet?
They have not.
All right, that's good. I want to try to work my way over to this lower group, this couple of dozen people on the lowest level that's immediately closest to us, and try to kind of just blend into them as they're, firing up and down, and work my way into their group.
Concealment?
All right, I'm not good at this. Let's see. That's a 4, so maybe I am pretty good.
All right, so you don't have the concealment skill, so that's going to be an agility minus 20. Do you still pass?
I do still pass it with a 4.
Yeah,
So
so
wait,
you're
wait,
kind of...
agility minus 20, you make a valid point. I have an agility of 45, so I do pass.
Okay, good. So the groups kind of merge together a little bit. And suddenly, they're kind of following your key kind of group thinking going on here. Do you want to try and relay some orders, or like we should shoot?
I do. I want to try to rally this group to go and assault the group that's immediately above us and just that. But are they clearly crazed, or are they just trying to defend themselves? Is there this manic, insane energy going through this? That's not good. Right. I want to start scream. I want to scream. Do I hear anything? What are they screaming about? Why are they Is it comprehensible as to why they're going insane?
Sure.
Awareness.
Give me an awareness check plus 20.
All right, that's 17. I passed that barely, actually. He's not very perceptive.
I'm gonna message. Quick.
Oh, this is going swimmingly.
Let's see if there's anything particular.
Yeah, swimming in chaos.
And
I see.
just an FYI for the citations test that I made earlier, I think that this is the smoothest trip I've ever been on.
If only these cowardly idiots downstairs would keep it together.
Exactly. It's all their fault.
These idiots are fine. There's nothing wrong.
So what you're saying is you rolled a 1 on citations.
So
If you had to imagine what the warp is currently doing around the Helmsguard, is it's like waves beating against the hull over and over again. And it seems like each time the wave beats, another group descends into madness.
nice.
Yeah,
So-
but I think this is totally fine. I think
Yeah.
that this is just normal. It's actually quite soothing, the rhythm of the waves.
They're weak-willed, these pathetic
And to think, we aren't even in the cloud yet.
Yeah.
Anyway.
pathetic underhivers. I'm going to try to rally this group into something that's somewhat intelligible and lead them to try to knock off this other group that's on the middle level. I want to try to work their way up.
All right. I'm going to hold your initiatives the way they are. And as you guys are attempting to storm the upper decks, people are going to be firing at you guys. So let me roll some initiatives myself. Oh, that's horrible. That's worse. So Trystan, you're going to have first move again.
Okay. Can I aim at someone who's firing at us with my long las?
Ooh, yes, you can.
And do I have to do a check for aim, or can I just aim?
Aim is a half action for a plus 10. You can do a
Awesome.
full
And then-
round aim, which is plus 20, but I assume you don't want it.
No, I'm gonna do half action aim, and then I'm gonna shoot at them. So
All right.
aim gets me a plus 10. Long las is also accurate, so that gets me another plus 10.
Ooh.
Correct.
Yep.
Come on. My apps down for some reason. All right, so I'm gonna fate point that because that was an 88.
Oh god.
Yep, that'd be bad. And that one's better. That's a 40.
Cool. Do I dodge? I do.
Oh,
The guy you're aiming at kind of steps out of the way. The guy who behind him just drops.
okay.
Yay, but not.
This is like PUBG.
Next thing you know,
yes.
it's gonna be one of their turns now. You can see one of the guys and chucks at you.
Oh shit. Explosives are probably not a good thing to have on the engineering.
The thing is, he misses, and it just falls straight down.
Oh god. Oh gosh.
Oh.
That's
Down-
really bad.
Are we still in the engine room?
Yes,
Oh no.
you guys are laying siege to the engines. Is what's happening at the moment. So when that detonates, all the power cuts.
Oh no.
Why does he have grenades in the engine room?
We're gonna execute that guy.
This is why we're implementing martial law.
Yeah.
Nafula is going to control who has guns.
Yeah,
And
definitely.
Nostromo, you're going to immediately notice this because a lot of the sensors and power to the throne stop. And you can tell the engines are no longer working. You are drifting through the warp.
Would it be... This is just an idea. Would it be safer for us to transit out of the warp and then redo this?
We can't. We have no control over the ship.
Well, we can do a
No.
forced transit out.
No. The engines are out. We can still potentially make an emergency jump to real space.
Don't do that.
No.
Please, God, don't do that.
That is something that we can do.
As we
Nostromo,
transit
you
out
should-
into the middle of the sun.
Wait, we have to do this. We have to do this in character.
Yes.
Nostromo could
Right.
probably figure out where we
Okay,
are.
but first of all, I'm turning my Vox back on, and I'm gonna just, like, kind of really calmly and quietly saying, where the fuck did my power go?
And I'm going to respond to Nostromo
You
with that joke.
miserable, incompetent bastards. Do you understand the danger you've just put us in?
I will say this one thing. The Geller field is still working.
Small.
That's good. That's
The Geller field hasn't cut. We're not melting into the walls yet.
that's good.
Nostromo, continue.
Well, that's all I have to say.
Good work, Nostromo. We'll respond back with a pithy. We're experiencing a small disruption in regular ship activities. You should see return to normal function.
Momentarily.
Is there anything useful you could do up there, Nostromo? Right now?
Not without the engines.
Noted. And I'm going to hang up. 'Cause there's a problem.
Okay.
Can I have a status report on how my attempted takeover of the ship is going?
Poorly.
It's good to know.
What am I doing?
Raver, it is your turn. I'll get to you in a while.
All right, I'm going to have we crashed into the second level of people?
Yeah, the groups have now merged. There's, knives coming out. It's familiar to you.
Exactly. So I want to now try to get to the top. Like, we're gonna climb onto one of these consoles and scream as I point to the top, to the third level. Get the bastards! And then try to charge up to the third level and see what we get.
Sounds good.
Give me a command check here.
Give me something good. That's a 7.
Wow.
It's awesome.
I'm loving this.
He's right.
So, Kenneth, is there anything I can do right now?
Please help us, this show. Guide us to a shoal in the waves of hell that are dragging the crew.
Yeah, like, is there
You get this.
anything I can do?
That whatever this is, it started days ago, and it's finally come to fruition.
All right.
It's not good.
I'm gonna make another citations check. Nope. Still have no idea what's going on.
All right. So, Raver Trystan, with your large group, somehow this is kind of forcing kind of groupthink going on, or animal instincts. The factions and the engines have now consolidated down to 2. You you're now at a very top level of the engineering deck. This seems to be mostly kind of like conveyor system. So you have lifts going up and down where you are. And on the opposite side of this field of battle, you have another group of about 100 men along with yours. How do you guys want to position yourselves?
I'm gonna look at Trystan because Morley's combat experience is entirely related to barroom balls and nothing akin to organized combat. Trystan,
Which of the groups is smaller?
You guys are about co-equal at the moment.
Okay. Are they in literally opposite directions, like one to the left, one to the right?
Yeah, you each have claimed one half of the engine deck for yourself.
Okay. The optimal play, just do this one at a time. So let's do this one at a time. Clear out one group, then clear out the other group.
Well, we have one group. We rallied up one group, charged to the third level. The enemy is across the room.
Okay.
So the question is, can we keep these people from completely butchering the engine crew so that we all don't die? What's the state of the engine after this bomb blew up downstairs?
It's off.
It's off. There is the sense that the air is getting stale, so that's good.
Nice. Familiar.
Is there do there seem to be any leaders?
There you go.
Awareness.
Awareness.
Can I help him?
32, and my perception is 49.
Okay.
So
Yeah, there seems to be at least 2 major leaders on the other side. They're kind of directing people.
All right.
Okay. I'm gonna aim at them with my long las.
Okay. Let's roll initiative on their parts. Let's do this. So one of them's going to move before you, Tristan.
Before a 12? Okay.
For a
You must be
12.
pretty quick.
All right. I'm going to pop a shot off. So you watch as the guy brings out an auto gun.
Oh.
And just sprays at you. And he's going to get 2 hits. So give me a dodge check.
Dodge, so that's agility. And I rolled a 45, but I have a 51 agility, so I pass.
Additional degree of success there?
0 degrees of success.
All right, so one of them's still going to hit you. And this is going to hit.
What's the damage?
nothing severe. So 1d10 plus 2. Yeah, so it should be 5.
I have
Maybe
6
wanna-
all around.
6
with
all
my-
around, so it's gonna flank right off. Wonderful.
What kind of armor do you have?
I have like
Saint Blessed Carapace or some shit.
yes, I have Saint Blessed Carapace armor.
What?
I like it.
Okay.
It was a
Alright.
gift to my last dying captain to me.
Oh.
Your last captain died?
Yes,
One more time?
yes, my last captain died while we were we were invading a chaos death world, and so
I don't even
we
know what
crash
that
landed
is.
on it, and so
What's
we
chaos?
what? It was
I don't-
Cornish. There's a Cornish.
Cornish,
death
what?
Don't
Those are
worry.
one
Just
games.
don't worry about it. Just
Never
Anyway,
heard of
just
them.
don't worry about it.
All right, meta talk.
Yes.
I'm
Okay.
afraid that
Anyways,
Tristan doesn't know what corn is, so we're not going to worry about that.
yes, you're right.
All right, so the next person is the other kind of leader person. Actually,
Both
first,
of them
Tristan,
go
you
before
fight.
me?
No, you go next. Sorry, I forgot about you. Go ahead.
Okay. So I'm gonna aim and fire at the guy. I rolled a 22. So with the aiming, that's a success.
He sidesteps.
That son of a bitch.
4 degrees of success. Bullshit.
I sidestep on
you
it
can
too.
aim, but he can dodge.
I stepped on it too! He looked you in the eyes.
The next one is going
sees it.
to. The next one guy is going to go before our lovely captain here.
I don't move
He's going to
quickly.
fire at the captain with a lovely hand cannon.
Oh god.
I'm going. Ooh, that's going to hurt. Dodge.
Please dodge. Nope. That's a 62. Let's see. Yeah, I failed that. What's the damage?
Pulling that up right
As we
now.
look, I'm also looking at what. Where are weapons in this book?
In the armory.
Thank you.
Do you need a
Never
page
mind.
number?
It's
Yeah, I'm
around page
I found
1, like 115.
All right, so I'm hitting you square in the chest for 12 damage, pen 2.
Oh.
That's gonna hurt.
All right, so that's 12 damage. You said. So I have 5 chest armor. So only
Now it's 3.
I'm reducing it by 2 more for my toughness bonus.
Jesus Christ!
Only reducing it by 5. So that's 7 damage, which takes me to 0 wounds. Oh, no, 1 wound. I have 1 wound left.
Ah, just the way I like it. Okay, it's now your turn, Raver. You have just taken a slug to the chest.
Can I,
I'm gonna,
at this point, I want to get back on the comms and hail the captain.
I'm going to sputter through the blood flowing from my mouth. As being shot for the first time in my life is a relatively new experience for me. What? What?
Progress.
Progress? I hang up. I immediately, I think to myself, I'm going to have to vent the entire navigator's quarters after this if I survive.
right.
I'm going to point at, what's it called? Who's the guy that shot me? How far away is he? How far away is this guy that shot me?
50 feet.
50 feet? I'm gonna hurl some traitors. It's like, kill the man! Go! And I'm gonna point to everyone else around me and try to get them mob this guy because I'm not going after him. He's gonna shoot me again.
A command check at a minus 15.
Let's see if my luck runs out. 69. Yeah, that failed. Failed by 2 degrees.
Incoherent gibbering, mostly. All
That's
right.
good.
So, Raver, I want you to roll for your men as we're going to now see how the sides are vying real here.
D10 or D100.
D100, yep.
That's a 15.
I rolled a 4.
Ah, shit. There it is.
The opposition has begun storming your position. They've charged across. It has now turned into a slugfest.
All right.
Note to self: once in melee, two-handed weapons cannot be.
Cool.
So the first guy's going to go first again. See what he's going to do. I love auto guns.
Nope. Hate him. Hate him a lot.
All right, so that's going to be 3 shots going off. And he's going to be aiming at you, Trystan. How you doing?
Okay.
Dodge?
Better than me.
Dodge. Yeah. That's I have one. Should I do this? Yeah, I'm gonna spend my last fate point because that was a 74. I'm gonna do it one more time, and that's also not super great. That's a 2, 1 degree of failure.
Awesome.
Ooh. Ouch. So, meta talk, it would be a bad thing if everyone in the engine room died, right?
Probably, yeah.
Yeah, it'd be really bad. That's why we're trying to keep this from. Well,
Well, also, your
right, 'cause-
Voidmaster and your captain are there.
Because
So.
I had an idea, but maybe not.
All right.
I
so-
mean,
Fire away, man.
my
Fire
only
away.
idea was to just start venting oxygen so everyone just peacefully passed out.
I mean, that's probably better than what I had in mind.
Go on.
Way less horrific. I'll put
All
it
right,
that
so
way.
Trystan, your chest armor is at a 6, right? What's your toughness bonus?
My toughness bonus is a 3.
I'm gonna ignore 2 of those dice. So 11 minus 6 minus 3 is what? 2.
A 2.
Yep. You're taking 2 wounds.
Where?
All right. Your turn now.
Any place in particular, or?
Chest.
My turn. Are there any? So we're still in the engine room. Are there any like breakable things around us currently?
Many.
There are the various kind of lifts that are currently level with the floor that go up and down.
Are there? How close together are the 2 leaders?
They're both on one side of the room, but they're not right next to each other.
They're not right next to each other. So I have this frag grenade. So that it wouldn't be able to
Please
catch
don't.
both of them.
Please don't do it.
Please
We
don't.
already looked at this place.
Well, frag grenades have a blast radius of what? 3?
4. Last 4.
4 meters. Assuming they don't dodge out of the way and you throw it towards the center, it could theoretically hit them both.
Okay. And I assume there's a whole bunch of little guys too that like would probably get taken out as well.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, I'm gonna throw a frag grenade.
All right, ballistics check.
Can you
Okay.
aim a throw?
Yes.
All right. So I'm gonna aim first and then ballistics check. 37. So that is with the aim 2 degrees of success.
Wonderful. It lands square where you want. Ooh, even better. So,
Roll damage.
let me just see if anyone dodges out of the way first. Dodge.
No.
Doesn't dodge. So one of the leaders, the one that's been kind of moving away from you, Trystan, leaps out of the way. The one with the hand cannon is going to be there when the bomb goes off. So roll for damage.
So that's 2d10. That's gonna be a 9.
Altogether, just 9.
Well, it says only 2d10. I don't know if you add anything to it.
No.
No,
Right.
it's probably just raw 2d10. Okay.
Yeah. So it's a 4 and a 5. So 9.
Yeah, 9. All right. So cool thing is in doing so, rocks one of the lifts, cable snaps, and you send a group of men plunging to their deaths when this goes off, including one of the leaders, the guy with the hand cannon that blew a hole in Raver's chest.
Okay.
Good.
Now it's Raver's. It's Raver's turn.
I'm gonna try to, with the death of this commander. Do we see? Does the group react? We see if they have a problem, or are they still just our opposing group? Well, it's a scrum, right? Who knows? I'm gonna try to work. I'm gonna draw my power sword and.
Repeat that one more time.
I'm gonna draw my power sword and work my way towards the other leader.
Okay, you're within charging distance. Give me that weapon skill check.
Let's go.
At a plus 20.
Let's do this. That's a 34, so we should be able to do
Wait.
this.
You have quick draw.
Oh, I don't.
You can't
Okay.
charge this turn.
Can't charge? Can I? Well, I have to move to him. Right, that's
So that'll be your action then.
Got
Use
it.
your fists.
All right. So
Use my fists. No. Go on.
all right. So we are going to roll for both sides again. Trystan, I'll have you roll this time.
What did you get, Jordan? Jay?
I got 50, but that's 1 point below my agility.
You're not dodging. You're rolling for the two sides.
For the
here.
battle.
Oh,
They
so
kind
I
of
got-
struggles. Your men are being butchered.
Oh, good.
You probably have lost about a third of your men as they are descending upon themselves. It is now the top of the turn order again. The person with the autogun is going to... Well, he sees Raver here is moving towards him, so I'm going to shoot at Raver.
Makes sense.
And
So,
our glorious
the gun
leader is
jams.
going to die.
The gun jams! The Emperor The Emperor watches for me! I have a question about fate points. When can you use fate points to regenerate health?
Anytime.
Oh, that's good.
Okay. Can I do
It regenerates D5 wounds, as I recall.
Alright.
It can't heal crit damage.
Right, so I'm not a crit damage yet, thankfully. Well, it's not my turn yet, so I won't do anything. But this guy's gun just jammed, right?
Yep.
And now it's whose turn?
My turn.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, I'm gonna aim my long lads at him one more time. Aim it also still. And I got a 19.
Oh yeah.
All right, Dice. You've been
Please
kind to
don't
me
hit.
today.
Please don't hit me. Please, God.
You're not in melee yet.
Okay, Vic.
Fuck. All right. Go ahead. Roll.
All right, so
how many
that's
degrees of success did you
1d10
have?
plus 3.
No. What's your? How many degrees of success did you have on your roll?
19 with the aiming, so 65 is it. So that's 4 degrees, right?
So and Nick, remind me if I'm right. For every 2 degrees of success on the accurate check is another D10, right?
Up to a maximum of 3.
Yep. So 3D10 plus 3. Go for it.
Okay. 1, 2, 3. Oh, those are kind of trash. So I got 6, 4, and a 2. So 12 plus 3, so 15.
Okay, he doesn't dodge. You blow a giant hole in his thigh. He falls to one knee, still alive.
All right.
A
Time.
hole in a
Raver-
thigh is probably gonna hit an artery.
Well, he'll die
Yeah,
eventually.
Probably
He's
gonna
gushing
bleed out in
blood,
like
but he
10
isn't
seconds.
dead. He isn't dead yet.
Bleeding out, but
Raver,
also
your
this is a
move.
long last, so it probably cauterizes the wound as it
This
goes.
is true. Alright,
Let's
alright.
do that. Oh, sorry, 1 second. Good God.
Well, maybe not, because las guns, as they're described in the lore, they superheat a point and cause a small explosion. So there may be some ripping and tearing going on.
All right. Much more disgusting.
Yeah.
That actually kind of makes sense. So instead of like a beam, like that penetrates, it's like it superheats a point from the beam, and then that like
Yeah, it's a laser. It superheats a small pinpoint spot to extreme temperatures and then causes it to combust. Assuming that it is in any way combustible. Some materials it doesn't work
Alright.
well on, but
let's move on. What happened? What's going on?
So, Raver, it is now your turn.
Yeah, I want to activate my powers, chop this guy's head off.
All right, you are at Yeah, you're in melee, so go for it. Shoot. Or not shoot. Swing your sword, weapon skill.
I failed terrifically. I'm going to use my second to last fate point here to try to do this. And that works, 35. So on my weapon skill of 44.
I don't have a second dive, so you hit.
Damage is 1d10 plus 5. That's a
Don't forget
1, so it's a
Don't
6.
forget, don't forget to add your strength bonus. If you
True. Strength is 4, so it's 4, 5,
So
10.
total of 10.
So you stab him square in the chest. He looks up at you with hate in his eyes before he just limps to the ground. Doing so, the fight kind of ends, and the men kind of on one side kind of throw down their arms and kind of back off. You have regained control of the engine deck.
Yeah, so I'm going to activate the power field on my sword to have his blood sizzle off, and then say, "Get back to your stations, or I vent this whole deck," and then I'm going to leave.